Thursday, May 15th, same hat, same shirt, same streak. 8-0 heading into Thursday here on Daily Dingers, brought to you by Better and Green. I am Ethan, and today only 6 game slate here. MLB is really forcing my hand. So you know, a little warning, don't love the board today. But I got to give out 3 picks. I only have 6 games to do so. 3 of them are before 1 o'clock Eastern start time. We gotta get right to it here. But yeah, really nice day yesterday. Tigers got the walk-off win, but Red Sox covered the +1.5. Got the plus money with the Brewers. Really nice day for me. Those are my 2 official plays, and then the 3-0 on the road with the Phillies win as well. So let's get right into it. First game, I really don't love. Again, 6 games today, and MLB is really kind of forcing my hand, but we're going back to that Twins versus Orioles series here. We were on the Orioles back on, I believe it was Tuesday. That game ended up getting rained out. Played a doubleheader yesterday. Twins took both games. Came from behind in the 8th inning with a 3-run shot in the 8th yesterday to take that game 2 and sweep the doubleheader. We're going to look to play the Orioles again here, and I don't love it. But I think the spot favors the Orioles. The Twins off the 2 straight wins in the doubleheader yesterday. They're on a 10-game win streak here. You know, that pressure starts to mount a little bit. And, I just don't love the spot. They have to get away after this Baltimore game here, go to Milwaukee to start a 3-game series on the road against Milwaukee starting tomorrow. And then on the Orioles side, you have a team that's about to, if they lose today, they've lost 6 straight games against the Twins in the matter of a week and a half. I just don't see that happening. I think the Orioles are going to find a way to salvage this game here at home before a 3-game homestand against the Nationals, where I think they can kind of figure some things out, get back into the win column. And on the mound, you have Tomoyuki Sagano, I believe is how you pronounce his name. For the Orioles, for the Twins, you have Chris Paddock. I have a lean or an edge there with Sugano. I think he is the better pitcher of the two. I think the spot favors the Orioles, -130. I'm not in love with it. I'm going to be honest here. I wish we had more games, but 12:35 Eastern start time, that is going to be the first play. Orioles money line, -130. And then right after that, 12:40 Eastern start time. Again, apologize for these day games here. It's just, very limited today. So White Sox Reds. White Sox with kind of shocking 2-0 series lead in this one, finishing up the series against the Reds on the road. Won the first one 5-1 in extras, and then won yesterday 4-2. We're looking to play the Reds in some sort of facet here. They are -235 at home. I think they get the win, but you can't really lay 235 with the Reds against anybody. So what I've isolated here, we're going to do Reds -half a run, first 5 innings, -145 or 140, somewhere in that price range. Cuts down on that juice from, like I said, -235, gets that down to a playable number. First 5, looking to fade the White Sox, fade White Sox pitching here. They do have Bryce Wilson on the mound, who on the season has a 4.88 ERA with a 1.73 whip over 27 innings pitched, 16 Ks, 13 walks. So not striking out anybody, walking as many as he's striking out just about, and his current form has been even worse than his season numbers here. You just got to imagine the Reds are going to come into this game saying, we absolutely cannot get swept here. I think they're going to have a solid outing. I wouldn't talk you off playing their team total over 4.5. That was my next lean. You can get that at even odds, but they just have not been putting runs on the board really whatsoever. I think they've only gone over 4.5 runs. Yeah, it looks like only once since the 3rd of May, and that was in on Saturday where they put up 13 against the Astros. So I do think they get to 5 runs today, but I prefer the first 5 -1/2 run, -145 on the Reds. But I would look to find a way to play the Reds in this game. I think I don't see the White Sox sweeping the Reds on the road here, but you can't lay that -235. And then for the final play here, a more traditional play, my favorite lean, Not sure if I'll bet it. As always, follow me on Twitter at eBainbridge26 or X. They are calling it nowadays, which I should get used to. They've been calling it X for at least a year. So follow me on X, eBainbridge26. That is where I tweet out all of my official plays. Nice 4-0 sweep yesterday. 2-0 in MLB. We had the Celtics in basketball and then had LAFC in the MLS as well. But this game, a little more traditional, 8:05 Eastern start time tonight. We have the Houston Astros heading to Texas to play the Rangers. Good pitching matchup in this game. We have Hunter Brown going for the Astros, Jacob deGrom going for Texas here. Texas a -125 home favorite. And I think that line is a little off because I do think deGrom still gets, you got to pay for his name, and he's just not as good as what he used to be. So I do think the value's on the Astros. I actually prefer Hunter Brown over Jacob deGrom, and the numbers would say so too. Brown 1.48 ERA, .90 WHIP, over 48 innings pitched, 58 Ks to only 14 walks. Meanwhile, deGrom good as well, 2.72 ERA, 1.02 WHIP, over 43 innings pitched with 46 Ks and 10 walks here. So low total, it's only 7. Wouldn't talk you off a Nerfy, although I could kind of see, I'm a little hesitant on the Nerfy here today. I could see a run getting across in that first inning. Maybe a first 5 under. I don't hate that either, but I'm going to look at just the Houston Astros money line. They're plus 105. I think it's a fair, really nice price. I think deGrom is inflating the number on the Texas side. And again, I like Hunter Brown more than I like deGrom anyway. You have Texas, who currently riding a 5-game win streak, which is nice to see for them. They really struggled before that streak. And I have a bet on them to win their division. So good to see them getting 5 wins straight, even though 2 were against my Tigers and then the last 3 against Colorado. Not much to write home about, but I think coming into this game, they probably feel pretty good about their 5-game win streak, about getting the sweep. I don't care who it's against. Never easy to sweep a team in the MLB, so I think they're feeling pretty good about themselves. But meanwhile, you have Houston, who now hits the road after homestand, where they took the last 2 of the series against Kansas City, so they're on a 2-game win streak themselves. I think that brings a lot of good momentum in to this matchup here with the Rangers, with Hunter Brown on the mound. I think it's a good spot for the Astros. So give me the Astros plus 105. Again, that's my strongest lean of the day. And if I do have a play, it will likely be that one. But just to do a quick recap, Orioles minus 130 money line, not in love with it. Reds minus a half run, first 5 innings, minus 145. And then the Houston Astros money line plus 105. See if the streak can continue. 8-0 on the week, going for 11-0 today. We'll see if we can do it here. Same hat, same shirt, same vibes. Let's get it done. Thanks as always for tuning in to Daily Dingers, brought to you by Better and Green. Please subscribe to our channel if you enjoy the content. Throw this video a like. Leave me a comment below. Let me know what games you want to hear about tomorrow. Also, quick caveat, tomorrow video will be coming out a little bit later in the day. Should be fine. We only have 1 day game. Everything else is at night. Don't like the day game anyway, so should be fine, but it will be a little bit later. And until then, guys, please have a profitable night. Good luck. Let's keep the streak alive. 11 straight. Currently 8 straight. Tomorrow 11 straight. We will see you tomorrow. Thanks for watching. See you next time.